Oh, hello there, Jerry, Old Guys Review. I was just doing some light reading. Thought I'd do a little something different of a video this evening. I was feeling very thankful for my life today. So I thought I'd share some things with you guys. And I know for any eagle-eyed viewers, they're saying, oh no, what is on the shelf? Is that a P803A? I know you couldn't have something like that, being that you're constantly bad-mouthing Banggood. Well, there it is. I'll tell you, with this vehicle, Banggood has restored some of my faith. Now, not saying that my other two products that I ordered back in July have arrived yet. So, one of them at least has been shipped. I can't tell yet what kind of shipping it was shipped. I was just told it was shipped fast. So, this truck I ordered the weekend before Labor Day on a Sunday, and I received it yesterday. But instead of doing a video of the unboxing and showing everybody what they've already seen, I am going to put my own touch on things and do up the lights different, do my little detailing that I like to do. But I will say, just from unboxing this truck and having the truck for a day, first of all, I'm very glad that I waited, because some of the problems that were addressed on multiple other sites seem to have been addressed on this vehicle now. So, one of them just being from a quick viewing of putting the battery up, because this is the 8023 or the 803A. It has the lifting bed, which for some reason I've never seen a Hemet with a raising bed. And sometimes Banggood, as you'll see with a later review of a vehicle and an accessory that I'm doing from Banggood, Banggood possibly has reached into obscurity to create this vehicle. But more on that later. So, with everything that's been going on in the world, where I was feeling thankful today is my wife's back. We're an automotive family. You know, I've been a mechanic for almost 35 years. My wife has been, for over 16 years, has been in the automotive parts field. And, you know, last year, just before all this started, she thought she wanted to make a change, and she wasn't happy with it, I should say. And she's been back for 2 months now, back in her field, and I'm being visited. There's a baby. That's a little Audrey Bean. What do you think you're doing? Daddy's making a video right now. You know the rules. You don't care? Because I just got home from work? Okay. Here's another reason to be thankful when you come home and you get this. Right, baby girl? Oh, my baby girl. So, I'm in a job where I've been happy. My wife's back. I've been working at the same place for over 19 years. I'm still able to indulge in this hobby I have. And thanks to me making this channel, I have people who comment and talk to me that I started this channel to make a difference, so that the things I went through buying vehicles before the YouTube came around. I'm humbled, is what I am. With some of the comments that I've gotten from people, my no BS attitude, it's not just the channel, it's the life I live, where I'm not going to make this channel and tell you guys about spending this kind of money on this hobby and just tell you what I think you want to hear. I have to be honest. The things I buy are the things I'm buying because I want them. Now, there are a lot of sites. I've used sites for years. And RC Cars, what is it, TNT, Tanks and Trucks. He's from Australia. He gets things for free, and he buys things too. But his exuberance is what gets me. I've watched RC Sparks for years. He was actually the very first YouTube channel I ever subscribed to and ever watched, back when he was just RC Adventures. He has the same kind of zest that I think I have for certain vehicles. He gets things where I say, yeah, I'd never buy that. But it never stops me from watching him, because I think, like me, he does what he does because he wants to help people. And that is what I try to do. So when me, as a new to YouTube, not new to the hobby, gets comments that from people who have been watching YouTube for a lot longer than I have, that say that they really like my no nonsense and the information I give, because, you know, I'm buying this stuff myself. I don't care about putting the information out. You know, some people may say, I can't believe the guy's buying this stuff for this money and he's telling people this. Well, that's what the channel's for. You know, if I can get deals, you know, I'm going to tell you guys about it. I don't have, you know, deals going. I'm too new with all these manufacturers like a lot of YouTubers do. I don't have these connections. So this is out of my own pocket, and this is what I'm telling people from my experience and what I like to do. And if you're watching my channel, then obviously you agree with a lot of it. But here's one of my things. Everybody asks, you know, how can you guys afford to buy these things? And, you know, the most common thing you hear is, oh, I set up a budget and I do this and that. Well, I'm going to tell you, I cheat. I've used Tower Hobbies for years. Tower Hobbies has what's called 3Pay. So you pay for a down payment and you pay for shipping for the first month. You get your item. Now, 2 months down the road, the next month you'll have another payment, and then the following month you'll have another payment. So it spreads it out. Now, my new thing is a firm. A firm was started by the owner of PayPal when he first started PayPal. Well, he left PayPal and started a firm. The first RC site I saw a firm on was RC 4-wheel drive. So you use a firm, you can stretch it out to a year, that you make payments every month. You can buy a product, you can say you want to use a firm, they'll tell you your credit limit. They don't BS you, which is one of the things I like about it. You know, say right there, that big $2,000 truck. I paid for it with a firm. I'm still paying for it. But they charged me $160. That's it. That was their fee to give me credit for a year to make a payment on that truck. So, you know, there's options. You've got Affirm. So if you use PayPal, PayPal now has a credit card or credit line, I guess you can say. So they ask you to apply for it. So here we go. All this recent stuff that I've got, not ashamed to say, PayPal credit. So I've got these two trucks, and there's two more items, another truck and a trailer coming that I did with PayPal credit, used not even half of what they gave me, and they set up a deal where if you pay it off in 6 months, you get no interest. Well, boom. Guess what? First payment came in. To avoid any fees, that's $28 a month. You know, who can't afford that? You know, that's just like I'm old and partially crippled, neck surgery. I've got a bad back. I go to the chiropractor every month, $50. Everybody says, how can you go to there? If you go to a coffee stand and buy coffee from Starbucks or anywhere else, you're going to spend way more than $50 in a month. So boom. There's some things for people to think about that aren't going to bankrupt you, and you can keep going with your hobby. That's the Overland. I used Affirm with that. That's already paid off. You know, who else is on the wall? I used somebody else for, the TRX6. I used Affirm on that one. It's paid off already. A year, you're talking, you know, some of these things, $25, $35 a month. That helps you out where, you know, some of these other sites are like, oh, you can't, you know, you got to just buy it. You don't. There's other options. They're kind of like credit, but they're not as bad as a credit card. So you don't have to use a credit card. You know, a little bit of clicking and you're there. What else is there? You know, this was all this past weekend and this week. I have had some exceptionally, to me, deep, meaningful comments from people. So that's where this is kind of coming from today. That I'm succeeding in what I started with this channel. And I just, you know, what am I at? I think I'm at 135 subscribers, which it blows my mind to me that I am, you know, not only are you watching my videos, but we're communicating. You know, I'm still getting comments for, you know, opinions on this and opinion on that. And, you know, who am I? I'm a guy on the YouTube. So it's extremely humbling that, you know, some of you guys already, it's just, to me, it is just so humbling. So thank you to everyone who watches. You know, you don't have to be subscribed. You're liking and commenting. That's all that matters to me. You know, so we've got some more things coming up. But right now, looking at my desk, this is amazing me that, you know, I just got this truck and I've been going through all this excellent. I mean, it is from China, so it's, you know, you got to decipher it a little bit. But this is all for just electronics. It's got lights and sound, and that's just for the electronics. This one's just for all the chassis. So if I want to rip it apart, well, and I have to finish putting handles and hooks and whatnots on it. That's all this book is for. And it's just full. This is all about the radio. It shows you all the different channels and all the different controls. I mean, we get, you get a Spectrum radio or something, it comes with a little piece of paper. This is a whole book, which is excellent. And, this truck, it's kind of what blows me away about this. So this truck from Banggood, the 803A, is $600. This is the lights and sound, the full kit. $600. You get the same truck here in the States for $600 with no lights or sounds. And it takes almost as long to get you to you. Luckily for me, they, for some reason, wouldn't ship the American truck to me. So I got the Chinese truck, which, same thing, which it blows me away that I can get stuff shipped to Alaska from China, but not from here in the States. When I've gotten stuff from Banggood from California and New Jersey, who knows? But I got to make a big comparison with my Cougar truck. And this lists all the electronics and whatnot. So I got to see that, the 803 has different electronics in it and different light kits. So you've got different speed controls, different servos. But the biggest thing, hey, that's my RC. So this one comes with white lights instead of the crazy flashy lights. I'm sure that's one of the settings, but just plugging it in, those are just white. So I've got some sheets of clear material to do some yellow lights on it. And of course I got to take the whole cab off to get to the light system so I can get rid of the turn signals and get the lights to stay on all the time. So that's what I'm gonna get that done. I'm gonna get it detailed and actually drive it before I come and give you a review, because like the Cougar, even though I did an unboxing when it came out of the box, that was horrible because there was parts everywhere, and I already knew what I was going to do with it, but I was wanting to surprise everybody with the green. So this one's going to get detailed up, so I probably won't have a video on it till this weekend, since today's Wednesday. I haven't even started it yet. I've just been playing with it on the bench. But I just more or less wanted to make this incredibly long video to, once again, everybody who views my channel, just a huge thank you. And, once again, I made this channel for you guys, to help you guys out with not telling you what I think you want to hear, or telling you, what my suppliers of free vehicles want me to tell you. But once again, those are some of my things. RC Sparks, RC Cars and Tanks 24/7, Bob at Hobby Concepts. Even I follow the Scale Builders Guild, but I think he's gotten away a bit from the no-nonsense reviewing that he used to. But I still watch the older videos. I started with him, and I really enjoy the Scale Builders Guild, the website mainly, but the older videos of reviews, which one is the 801? Yes, the original 801 he does a review on, which made me look into these trucks. Same thing with Bob at Hobby Concepts. He did the 802 and the 801, which, that's a tough decision right there. You got a semi truck, you got a flatbed that tilts, which doesn't, as far as I know, doesn't exist in real life. At least it didn't back in the 90s when I was in the service. But I think this has gone on long enough. But once again, I just, thank you to everybody. Keep watching, keep subscribing. Tell me, go back in some of my other videos, look around the workshop. If you have any questions, I have a segment of ask a question, get an answer. Ask a question. Don't, if I make a 5 to 10 minute video that answers your question, that's what the channel is for. So don't, think it's a dumb question or I don't want to bother you with this question. Let me know. That's what I strive to be here for. So, and it's lost. So, right now it's winter for me, so more than likely I'm gonna start doing some projects. It may slow down, it may speed up. But if you guys, you have questions, you have comments. Oh, RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. He just popped up on my thing. That is the website. I keep messing up his name. So check them out. Check out Bob over at Hobby Concepts, Scale Builders Guild, RC Sparks. A lot of times that's what I do. I remember certain videos I've seen if I want to go back and touch on them. Anybody who has the P trucks from HG, Bob at Hobby Concepts is big into the semi-truck scene. So he's got anything that has to do with, big trucks. So if you need, specifically for big trucks, that's a perfect site to go to. So once again, thank you all. I need to get some work done before my wife starts calling me down for dinner. So thank you again for watching, for viewing, subscribing, and I'll see you next time.